All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Sanjay Mattu. The headlines. Cabinet Secretary reviews actions and preparedness for management of coronavirus with Chief Secretaries of all states and union territories. Congress government in Madhya Pradesh plunges into crisis with 17 ruling party MLAs going incommunicado. United Nations adopts a political declaration on women's rights. Festival of Colour, Holi, being celebrated with traditional fervour and gaiety, and 3 Indian boxers, including MC Mary Kom, secure Tokyo Olympic berths. Cabinet Secretary Rajiv Gauba reviewed the actions and preparedness for the management of the novel coronavirus with Chief Secretaries of all states and union territories through video conferencing yesterday. He emphasized upon actions like surveillance at points of entry, surveillance in the community, laboratory support, and hospital preparedness. Mr. Gauba called upon states to scale up logistics, quarantine facilities, capacity building, information management, and risk communication. One more case has been reported from Punjab. As of now, there are 44 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the country. A total of 9,41,717 international passengers from 8,827 flights have been screened at airports till now, with 54 passengers being referred to the IDSP or hospitals. The centre has assured the people that it's taking all possible steps to tackle the spread of the novel coronavirus. Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan said this to the media yesterday after holding a review and coordination meeting on the management and preparation of tackling the spread of the novel coronavirus. The minister said his ministry is sending directives, including guidelines, to states in all the languages on ways to contain it. He also asked the states to strengthen laboratories and manpower to effectively deal with the virus and form early rapid response teams.
आज अगर भारत में इतने बड़े देश में हम 2 महीने के बाद स्थिति को काबू में रखने की परिस्थिति में हैं, तो उसका एक बड़ा कारण ये भी है कि समय से पहले हमने कल्पना करके और बहुत सारी चीजों की तैयारी शुरू की.
India has sent a military transport aircraft to Iran to bring back Indians stranded in the coronavirus hit nation. The C-17 Globemaster military aircraft departed from the Hindon Air Base last night. Talking to AIR News exclusively, Indian Air Force Wing Commander Karan Kapoor said that a team of 14 officials with 4 medical staff are on board the C-17 Globemaster for this mission. About 2,000 Indians are in Iran, which has witnessed increasing numbers of coronavirus cases in the last few days. In Assam, surveillance and screening of passengers is being done at airports as well as land and river ports to prevent COVID-19. Participating in an AIR talk show, Mission Director of the National Health Mission, Dr. S. Lakshmanan, said that around 700 passengers have been screened so far at airports. He said that out of them, 120 people have been advised to go for home quarantine. More from our correspondent.
The Mission Director of the National Health Mission Assam, Dr. Lakshmanan, has said, apart from airports, medical teams are also deployed at land custom and river ports to prevent spread of the coronavirus from the neighboring countries. Dr. Lakshmanan informed that around 400 people in Assam who had come to contact with the US citizen who found positive in Bhutan are advised home quarantine. The US citizen visited Assam before reaching Bhutan, where he was found positive. Chief Minister Sarbanand Sonowal recently held review meeting on the situation and appealed people not to be panicked. Manas Pratim Sharma, AIR News, Guwahati.
In Maharashtra, 2 people from Pune who had returned from Dubai recently and are related to each other became the first cases from the state to test positive for the novel coronavirus infection. This was stated by the Chief Health Officer of Pune Municipal Corporation, Dr. Ramachandra Hankare. Iran has announced 43 new deaths from the novel coronavirus, bringing the overall toll to 237 dead. The Health Ministry said 595 new cases across the country have been confirmed. This brings the overall number of confirmed cases to 7,161 till yesterday. The Health Ministry said the rate of new infections was slowing, but it was still too early to judge when the outbreak could be brought under control. Apart from the direct fatalities, 27 people died from methanol poisoning yesterday after rumors that drinking alcohol can help cure the disease. Meanwhile, in Italy, travel restrictions are being imposed across the country to prevent the spread of the virus. Premier Giuseppe Conte said the restrictions will come into effect today. Israel will impose a 2-week quarantine on all travellers entering the country. This was stated by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu yesterday, toughening already significant travel restrictions. The United Nations has adopted a stripped-down political declaration on women's rights that seeks to preserve gains under threat but does not advocate new ways to ensure progress towards equality. The declaration was adopted during the 64th session of the Commission on the Status of Women, which has been drastically reduced from a 2-week affair to a single hours-long meeting because of the global coronavirus outbreak. 12,000 participants were originally set to take part, but Secretary General Antonio Guterres urged member states not to send delegations to New York and to cancel debates and other events surrounding the meeting, the UN's second largest each year after the General Assembly. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts. The Congress government in Madhya Pradesh has plunged into a crisis after at least 17 ruling party MLAs have gone incommunicado. The missing MLAs, which include 5 ministers, are all backers of former Guna MP Jyotiraditya Scindia. Sources said they have been taken to Bengaluru. The Chief Minister called a late-night cabinet meeting where around 20 ministers resigned, reposing faith in his leadership. Out of a total of 28 ministers, 20 were present at the cabinet meeting besides the Chief Minister. The Congress has 114 MLAs and the opposition BJP has 107 legislators in the 230-member assembly. 4 independents, 2 BSP and 1 Samajwadi Party MLA are supporting the Congress-led state government. 2 assembly seats are vacant following the demise of a Congress and a BJP legislator. More from our correspondent.
The 13-month-old Congress government has been facing factionalism ever since it came to power. At the same time, due to lack of majority, it is also facing pressure from allies. Meanwhile, Congress has called a meeting of party MLAs at 5 p.m. today, while the BJP has also called a meeting of its MLA on today evening. The political drama in the state began last week when 10 Congress MLAs of Madhya Pradesh went missing. The party pointed fingers at the BJP, which denied any role in it. Since then, 8 of missing legislators have returned and expressed their support to the ruling party in the state. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
The budget session of the State Assembly will begin on the 16th of this month, while Rajya Sabha polls for 3 seats from Madhya Pradesh are scheduled on March 26. The Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor, Girish Chandra Murmu, has asked Gujarati businessmen to explore the vast investment opportunities in Jammu and Kashmir and invest in the newly created Union Territory. Murmu was addressing captains of industry from Gujarat during the interaction jointly organized by the Confederation of Indian Industry and the Government of Jammu and Kashmir in Ahmedabad. He informed the industrialists that industrial barriers have been removed in Jammu and Kashmir. Top business houses of Gujarat participated in the interaction. 6-time world champion MC Mary Kom and world number 1 Amit Panghal are among 3 Indian boxers who secured Olympic berths by advancing to the semi-finals of the Asian qualifiers at Amman in Jordan yesterday. Manish Kaushik remained in the race for a Tokyo ticket despite losing his quarter-final bout. However, former junior world champion Sakshi Chaudhary failed to secure an Olympic berth after going down to Korea's MIG-05 in the quarter-finals. Only the semi-finalists are entitled to an Olympic berth in the women's 57-kilogram category of the ongoing event. The Union government is implementing the flagship program Poshan Abhiyan for improving the nutritional status of Indian citizens. It helps children, adolescents, pregnant women and lactating mothers by leveraging technology, a targeted approach and convergence. We have a report from our Bengaluru correspondent about the Poshan Abhiyan Pakhwada in Karnataka.
Poshan Abhiyan aims at reducing the cases of stunted growth and malnutrition in children by 6% in 3 years. It also has the goal to reduce anemia by 9% and abnormal weight problem by 6% in the next 3 years. The consultant on health and nutrition in the Department of Women and Child in Karnataka, Divya Narayanappa, says that Poshan Pakhwada will focus on male inclusion this time.
We have planned rallies, we have planned workshops or health checkup for children, distributing iron and folic acid tablets during during this weekend. And the main focus of this Pakwada is, this time theme is the engagement of male persons. So we are planning to have male Gram Sabhas in all the Gram Panchayats this time. We'll be holding talks with them. We have other departments, doctors, everybody involving and giving him more information. So what is his role, what is his commitment, how he has to take care of his family.
The involvement of men in providing support to the family will perhaps strengthen the purpose of Poshan Abhiyan in the days to come. Sudhindra for AIR News, Bengaluru.
The Festival of Colours, Holi, is being celebrated across the country today. The festival signifies the victory of good over evil and the arrival of spring. President Ramnath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have greeted the people on the occasion. Rashtrapati Bhavan will not hold the traditional Holi gatherings this year as a precautionary measure in view of the coronavirus outbreak. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Home Minister Amit Shah, several union ministers and BJP President J.P. Nadda will skip Holi celebrations due to the outbreak. In view of the festival, Delhi Metro services will not be available till 2:30 p.m. Services of the Delhi Transport Corporation buses will begin after 2 p.m. in the capital and surrounding areas. In Uttar Pradesh, Holi is being celebrated with a great deal of joy and enthusiasm. Our correspondent reports that the police have made elaborate arrangements to prevent any untoward incident during the festival.
The extravaganza of colors is being celebrated in a unique way in Mathura and Vrindavan. Whole city is submerged into festivities of Holi, with chants of bhajans, dance, colors, water, flowers and sweets. Different sections of societies like foreigners and widows are also taking part in festivities since morning. Historic Ram Bharat procession also carried out in Bareilly district. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
Our Ahmedabad correspondent has filed this report on Holi festivities.
होली के दिन दिल खिल जाते हैं, रंगों में रंग मिल जाते हैं.
The people of Gujarat are celebrating Holi, the festival of colors, with traditional fervours. Special programs have been organized at Lord Dwarikadhish Temple in Dwarika and Ranchod Raji Temple in Dakor on the occasion of Holi. Though there was not a single positive case of coronavirus reported from Gujarat till now, the mass celebrations of Holi in clubs have been cancelled as precautionary measures. Yogesh Pandya, AIR News, Ahmedabad.
And now, for a look at today's newspapers for the major stories, it's over to Subga Kaul.
Thank you, Sanjay. The political turmoil in the Congress government in Madhya Pradesh is prominently noticed on the front pages. MP government in crisis as 17 MLAs loyal to Scindia fly to Bengaluru, reports the Times of India. The Allahabad High Court direction to the UP government regarding hoardings with the names and pictures of anti-CAA protesters is highlighted in several papers. The Hindustan Times writes, Court pulls up UP, pull down posters naming protesters. On the crash in the stock markets, the Asian Age reports, Black Monday, Sensex biggest fall in history, down 1,941 points, rupee hit. Many papers highlight a report by the Association of Democratic Reforms on sources of political funding in the country. The Pioneer states 67% of political funds from unknown sources. The Hindu takes note of the concern expressed by parliamentary panel as it reports fall in percentage of school education funds for ST/STs. And finally, hear all you tipplers. The Indian Express informs us government to launch Mahua-based alcoholic drink to cost 700 rupees for 750 ml bottle will come in 6 flavors. And with that, it's back to you, Sanjay.
Thank you, Subga. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Cabinet Secretary reviews actions and preparedness for management of coronavirus with Chief Secretaries of all states and union territories. Congress government in Madhya Pradesh plunges into crisis with 17 ruling party MLAs going incommunicado. United Nations adopts a political declaration on women's rights. Festival of Colour Holi being celebrated with traditional fervour and gaiety. And 3 Indian boxers, including MC Mary Kom, secure Tokyo Olympic berths. And for details of these stories and more, log on to our website, newsonair.com. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.